So we're out for a short ride today, and just a couple of things on my mind that I thought I would go ahead and share with you guys while we were out. So I went ahead and strapped the camera on, so stick around. Well, hello again, Internet. Welcome back to the channel. Yeah, we're out for a short ride. I guess we're going to go 15, 17 miles maybe today. And I thought I would ponder over, while you guys are going along with me, a couple of things that have been on my mind lately. And I guess first and foremost would be the gap between the general public and e-bikes. Let me tell you why I bring this up. A lot of you guys might be aware, so maybe you're not aware, but I had a video about banning e-bikes down in Florida. We kind of got the scoop on that. We was in there real quick on that because of my cancer treatments. And so while I was recovering from that, I did some research on that because I heard about it on my way home. But anyway, that video kind of did about the closest that I've seen any of my videos do to, I guess, what you would call going viral. In 3 months' time, it's had like 130,000 views, over 3,000 comments, or around 3,000 comments, something like that. And, you know, it had the whole gamut of comments. Everything from, well, I'm not going to quit riding my e-bike. I don't care what they say. I'll just outrun them. You know, wish I would respond, you know, in 1988, they blocked the sale of any three-wheel motorcycles. That was the same organization as CSP, or Safety Consumer Safety Product Commission, you know. So yeah, until that e-bike that you have lasts, you'll be all right, but after that you won't be. So, you know, that's not necessarily a real reasonable solution to the other side of it, where e-bikes are stupid, good, they should be banned. And to that, you know, I would just kind of respond in kind with, you know, it's okay, friend. I understand not everybody can articulate their thoughts and use their brain, but this world needs lots of followers too, so keep up the good work. You know, yeah, I mean, if that's the best they're going to do with a comment, that's how I'm going to come back. You know, if they're going to be rude like that. But there was a lot of comments, and I can have great respect for somebody that I disagree with that puts, that articulates their thoughts in a respectful way. And we had a lot of people that would do that. And let me tell you, one of the main things that I seen was people talking about e-bikes on the sidewalks and youngsters on them and flying around. And at first, you know, we had some of them comments, and I would say, you know, I'm sure you're running into that. I'm not seeing that here where I live. And I'm really not. I've only seen 2 Surrons out being ridden. One was on the street and one was on a bike trail. And that was all I've ever seen of the Surron type bikes out there. And I don't recall ever seeing anybody that I thought they're really going fast on an e-bike on the trails. And so I'm not seeing that around here, but you know, if they're seeing it in some other areas, or if somebody's walking and they're seeing that, they might get passed by 30 bicycles. 15 of those bicycles might be regular bikes. 14 of those bicycles might be e-bikes. And one of them bicycles might be a flying e-bike. And the 14 that were just e-bikes that passed them respectfully, let them know and you know, passed them with room, told them they were coming by. They probably didn't even, for the most part, the general public probably would not even know that was an e-bike. And so that was just a regular bicycle. And so guess what? The e-bikes is when they got noticed that, you know, that's an e-bike, them danged e-bikers. So, yeah, what can we do to bridge that gap? You know, somebody made a comment one time about, oh good, he's going to try and stay behind me until we get up over this knoll here. Very respectful. I'll let him come on by me. Well, he's taking it slow enough. But I got a good area to drop off right here. You know, he slowed way back here because of that blind turn coming up. But one of the comments had made mention, you know, in my electric car, it makes noise so that people know you're coming. And I thought, I wonder if that would be something to do. We can all put a baseball card in our spoke and go vroom vroom. Then we'll really be like motorcycles. But I wonder what can be done, because, you know, if that perception stays, you know, Consumer Safety Product Commission, whatever it's called, I forget. I think that's the wording of it. They had out, they're closed for their comments. I put in my comments. I tried to keep them respectful. I did not know about it until the day they were closing. I happened to run across it, so I wasn't able to necessarily get out a video. But yeah, if the public's perception is going to be bad of e-bikes, whether it is deserved or undeserved is irrelevant, because now that they're getting organizations like this involved, why, that's going to spell trouble for the e-bike industry. So what can we do to dispel that some? And that's what I'm here to ask you. I'm not here to do a video and say, well, this is what we need to do. I'm here to ask you what can be done. You know, I thought last year, when some of these e-bikes started to become popular, that was going out pretty fast. I said at that point, you know, it would be nice if they were calling something that wasn't a class 1, class 2, or class 3, something different. Not that I don't like the bikes. I think they're cool. I would like to fly around on one. You know, I would like to enjoy one for a while. But I still think they're going to cause problems to the e-bike industry. And sure enough, here we are. So, you know, but that ship has sailed long ago. So that's not going to be an option at this point. So what else can be done on that? The only thing I come up with is, you know, I don't have no answers. I don't have no answers. Being as these are electric bikes, every manufacturer sends out a bike, or sends out a t-shirt with each bike, and you plug it into a USB and it says, I'm riding an electric bike. And then at least all of the e-bikes are going to get represented. And at least that way, I think we would have a better reputation doing that. Now, that's ridiculous, I know. But put your comments down there on what you think can be done to bridge this gap. And please don't hit comments like, I don't care, I'm going to do it anyway. You know, because that's not going to do us any good. That's not going to do us any good. And like I say, we might all be able to do that for a while, but at some point, some of these things are going to start breaking, and if they ban the sale of them, no, I don't think that's going to happen. But I would have never thought it would have happened with a three-wheelers either, and it did. You know, that won't do any of us any good. So, you know, let's see if we can come up with some solutions. What else is going on? One other thing's been on my mind. I had somebody ask me the other day. I can't remember if it was in a comment or maybe it was an email, because we get a decent amount of emails. If I was going to start being a bike reviewer. To answer your question, no. I will review some bikes on occasion, and here's my criteria for it. You know, when they send these things out, They've got their criteria. Well, I got my criteria as well. And the number one thing is if I have to get a video pre-approved, it's gone. I'm not going to do it. Because my opinion does not need approval from anybody. And I don't want that to sound arrogant, but what a lot of these companies are looking for, they're not looking for a reviewer, they're looking for a salesman. And I'm not interested in being a salesman. I have a very lucrative, a very good business as it stands. I'm not interested in another one. As some of you might know, if you've been around here long enough, the whole reason we do this channel is because I'm a workaholic. This is to get me out of work. My shop is open right now. And I do this to get out of work because, you know, like I say, I'm pretty much a workaholic. And so I'm not going to add this, I'm not going to turn this into work. That's not going to happen. But, you know, if somebody wants me to review one and I look at it and I say, you know what, I would love really riding that, and they're okay with me doing a fair review, and I'm not out to bash anybody's equipment, you know, that's for sure. But like I say, my opinion doesn't need to be approved. But I understand, I think, the difference between my opinion of how I like something and if something is a good product. It might be a very good product that I just don't personally like, and I can differentiate between that and a bad product. So, well, we'll see what happens with it, you know, but like I say, we're not, oh, here's something else that I'm going to not be doing in that case, is we're not taking any kind of commission work. So if they'll give us a link so that you can get a discount, that's great. We'll go ahead and put that, but we're not going to get a link right through to a particular bike so that we get a commission off of each sale of that. And the reason for that is, again, I don't want this to turn into a job. I want to give my 100% honest opinion of the product, just like if I purchased it. I want it to be the exact same way. And so, yeah, that's kind of our, you know, I think I'll take a ride down through here and see how they're doing building these homes now. They sure are building them all over. And, you know, Michelle and I talk when we're traveling around to like Raleigh and that, and nobody out here in this county is putting any greenways in. We go in a little closer to the bigger areas, and they've all got greenways around there, and they'll eventually be connected all together. So, boy, I tell you what, these houses are almost connected together, as close together as they are. Wow, they're close together. I think this is coming down towards the end of the road. I wanted to see if they were going to build it out any further there. No, it does not appear like it. No, because I got a roundabout or dead end down here, so this has been here. I just wasn't sure if they extended it out any. So, all right, I think that's going to go ahead and wrap it up for this one. Yeah, put down in the comments what your thoughts are on, you know, bridging the gap between the public and e-bikers there a little bit. And maybe we'll put some more thought into it and do a video on that. And I thought I would answer some of them questions about, you know, am I going to start doing reviews? No, I'm not going to become a review channel. I'm not interested in that. But that doesn't mean I will not ever do any again. But they've got to meet my criteria, because I'm not interested in just getting bikes to review. I'm wanting to get out here and ride bikes, and I'm not wanting to sell somebody a particular bike. What I want you to do is get an e-bike. And there's a lot of them out there that are pretty darn good. And so we're not trying to sell you on one. And that becomes a problem anyway, because then you get a different one. But anyway, that's going to wrap it up. We're going to boogie on down the road. Hey, this is Southern E-Biking, and you know what we're telling you. Stay safe, God bless, and keep the wheels rolling. Once again, we're out.